Hello, writers. So, yes, I am all decked out right now. This costume, or I should say, this outfit, will make sense. All right. So, for now, we are on what's called a new bend in our writing workshop. So, we're still going to work on our narratives, but now we're adding when we're on a new bend, it's like we switch our focus, or not switch the focus, but we kind of add another focus to it, right? Because when we look at this learning target, so this is what we're going to work on all the way until next week, part of next week, we are learning to revise our narratives so that they make more sense to our readers. So when I look at my scale, I see, oh, that was on our scale in the last bend, right? In our other writing lessons, that I can explain that a narrative is a personal story. And we're there already. We know that. Now, when I go up to my number 2, right? Remember, the goal is to get to green. Green means goal. I can add details to my narrative to help my readers create a movie in their minds. Oh, yeah, that's also familiar. That was our major goal. That was our number 3 goal from our other lessons from the last bend. Okay? So you might still be here, and that's okay, right? Our goal is to get to green at the end, right? So the good news is we're all starting at least number 2. Maybe you're already on 3 and on your way to 4, but everybody is on the good track here, all right? So, like I said, we're going to continue to work on what we were working on during the last bend in our other writing lessons. So we're still working on adding details to help our readers create a movie in their minds. But this learning target is different in that our goal is that we'll revise our narrative so that it makes more sense to our readers. And that might be, this word revise might be new to us. That's okay. That's something we're going to work on. Okay? So for today, though, we're not going to worry too much about it because we're still just starting to climb this ladder here. We're going to work more on our number 2 goal here. All right, so in order to do that, right now, I'm just going to have you in your brain think about your personal moment, or think about your small moment for your narrative, your personal narrative that you are writing about. Okay, because I know we haven't worked on it since last week. Let's just get it back into our minds. All right? Right? Remember, it helps to think about the movie in our minds so that we can create a movie in our readers' minds. So I'm thinking, all right, mine was catching a ball at a Phillies game. Here we go. Putting myself in the mood. Catching the ball at the Phillies game. All right. Thinking about my senses. Remember when we filled in that senses chart, the noise of the crowd, the feeling of the leather glove on my hand, the feeling of the baseball. This isn't a real baseball, but we're going to pretend like it is. Okay. All right. Got my gear on, putting me in the space. Okay. So today, we are going to focus on something that helps us add details in the very beginning of our writing. All right? It is called focusing on leads. Okay? Focusing on leads. So I'm going to check out our anchor chart. And I know right now it looks strange. I'm going to show you some parts at a time, okay? All right. So what are leads? When I hear the word lead, what do I think of? Well, a lot of times I think like, okay, you're going to be the line leader, right? So when you're the line leader, are you in the front or the back of the line? Yeah, you're in the front, or you're in the start, or the beginning. So a lead is the opening to a story. Okay? So our leads are the opening to our stories or our narratives. Why? Writers use leads to get their reader's attention. So they use leads at the very beginning to get their attention. Or I should say, we use leads because we're all writers. Okay, so we use leads to get the reader's attention. So, in other words, our goal when we use leads is to make the reader want to keep reading. Okay, so leads are the openings, start, or introduction to a story. Okay, we can actually change that. Well, because anything can have a lead. So we could say opening to your writing. All right. Because we can use leads for any type of writing. And we should, because we always want to get our readers' attention. And also, we want them to, well, keep reading. Okay. So today, you are going to try out some leads. All right. So, again, you don't really have to work on your whole story today. What our goal for today is we want to try on some leads, okay? So that means we just think of some options and we think about which ones we like best, all right? So let me start with this lead. I was at a Phillies game. Okay. Let me try another one. Let's go, Phillies. Let's go. Here we have this first one. I was at a Phillies game. Yeah, I agree. That is boring, right? No. Let's go, Phillies. Let's go. Is my second one. Okay. Yeah, that jumps right into the action. I want to keep reading what's going on next. Or number 3. My heart was pounding in my chest as I moved closer towards the Phillies dugout. So here I used quotes or speech, right? I'm telling you what somebody was saying. In this case, it's a group of people, the crowd at the stadium. Cheered or chanted the crowd. Nice. All right. Number 3, my heart was pounding in my chest as I moved closer towards the Phillies dugout. See, that's kind of like action. That's like emotion, right? That's an exciting way. So those right now were 3 options that I tried on. I did not like the first option. I just felt like that was boring. I just felt like that was a little boring. So I tried on this second option, and I like number 2. But I have to say, I think I like number 3 the best. That as a reader, I think that would get me excited to keep reading. So I'm going to go with number 3. Okay? So what I did just now is what you are going to do today. Your goal is to try on some different leads and see what you like. Whoops, I'm sorry. Why am I getting rid of it? Yeah. So I'm going to go with this lead. All right. That's what I'm going to go with. And the cool thing is that when you're done trying on some leads, you're going to get the chance to share with a partner. And you could always get your partner's opinion. Hey, I like both of these. Which one do you find the most interesting? What would make you, as the reader, somebody who wasn't there during my personal narrative, what would make you want to keep reading? Okay? So that's your goal for today, to try out at least 2 leads and try to pick one that you like the best. Okay? So that's all we're focusing on today. You're just trying on at least 2. Feel free to do more, as many as you want, different leads to try out the one you like the best. And then you'll get to share, or you'll get to meet with another person who might even be able to help you if you're stuck. All right? Get to work, writers.